A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. London. The British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, is currently embroiled in a significant leadership crisis following the unexpected resignations of its top executives over a controversial editing incident involving a speech by former U.S. President Donald Trump. Deborah Turnus, the chief executive of BBC News, and Tim Davie, the director general, both stepped down over the weekend after allegations emerged regarding the biased editing of Trump's speech delivered on January 6, 2021, prior to the Capitol riots. The fallout from this incident has not only stirred political discourse, but has also raised questions about the integrity and impartiality of one of the world's most trusted news organizations. Following her resignation, Turnus addressed the media, asserting that the BBC is not institutionally biased and remains a reliable news provider. She stated, "Of course, our journalists aren't corrupt. Our journalists are hardworking people who strive for impartiality, and I will stand by their journalism." Turnus expressed her pride in serving as CEO of BBC News and emphasized her belief in the organization's commitment to fair reporting. "I stepped down over the weekend because the buck stops with me," she explained, further clarifying that while mistakes were made, the allegations of institutional bias are unfounded. The controversy erupted when the BBC's Panorama program aired a segment that edited Trump's speech in a manner that misrepresented his intentions. The program spliced together quotes from different sections of the speech, leading to the perception that Trump was inciting violence. BBC Chairman Samir Shah publicly apologized for the error of judgment and acknowledged that the editing could have been interpreted as a direct call for violent action. He stated, "We accept that the way the speech was edited did give the impression of a direct call for violent action." The backlash from Trump was swift and fierce. He took to social media, denouncing the BBC's actions and labeling the organization as dishonest and corrupt. Trump's remarks highlighted the political ramifications of the incident, as he claimed it was an attempt to manipulate the narrative surrounding the 2020 presidential election. The top people in the BBC, including Tim Davie, the boss, are all quitting/fired because they were caught doctoring my very good, perfect speech of January 6th, Trump wrote on his Truth Social platform. The resignations of Turnus and Davie have sparked a broader discussion about the BBC's editorial standards and its perceived biases. Critics from various political backgrounds have long scrutinized the BBC, with some accusing it of a left-leaning bias and others asserting it has a conservative slant. The organization's unique position as a publicly funded entity, reliant on a license fee from viewers, adds to the scrutiny it faces. The BBC is bound by its charter to maintain impartiality, and failures in this regard are met with immediate backlash from the public and politicians alike. In light of the recent events, the BBC is under increasing pressure to address concerns about its editorial practices. The controversy has drawn attention to a dossier compiled by Michael Prescott, an advisor hired to assess the BBC's standards and guidelines. Prescott's report not only criticized the Trump speech edit, but also raised concerns about the BBC's coverage of transgender issues and its perceived bias in its Arabic service. As the BBC grapples with the fallout from this incident, it faces a pivotal moment in its history. The organization, which has been a cornerstone of British media for over a century, must navigate the challenges of maintaining public trust while addressing the criticisms that have emerged. The resignation of two top executives in such a short time frame is unprecedented and signals a potential shift in leadership and accountability within the organization. The BBC's chairman, Samir Shah, expressed his disappointment over the situation, stating, "This is a sad day for the BBC. Tim has been an outstanding director general for the last 5 years. He has had the full support of me and the board throughout. As the dust settles on this crisis, questions remain about the future of the BBC and its ability to uphold its commitment to impartial journalism in an increasingly polarized media landscape. With public trust at stake, the organization must take decisive action to restore confidence and ensure that such editorial missteps do not occur in the future." The BBC's response to this incident will undoubtedly shape its reputation and standing in the world of journalism for years to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, So hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.